man? What happened to all those D-Block artists, man? You know who I'm talking about, like Team Arlists. Who they, Bucky, I still see Bucky around, but they never put no artists out. We already know what happened to J Hood and Bully. Bully, he was snitching and backbiting. J Hood was backbiting and snitching. So they out of here. Now, so yeah. So now we gotta see, like, well, who else was it? They had a lot. Who they had? J Hood, man, AP, large amount. Already, I remember Infrared, but I think Infrared was on Rough Riders. Snipe Life. Now Snipe Life is D Block. They never put Snipe out either. But that's how I said Snipe said Hood was a bozo because Hood could have just went up on him on some regular shit. Ain't like them boys are super killers. But somebody wanted to know. They like, what happened to all those artists? That shit was a waste of our mixtape time. Put all those goddamn fake artists on there. They never popped off. I think J Hood is responsible for fucking that whole shit up. Because once he gave D Block a salty name, they really didn't want to rep the brand no more. And plus, the D Block account was on zero. You know what I mean? So, all them deals they had, there was a couple things that wasn't working out for them. And nobody said that they was masters at putting people out. Like, they barely was out they self. They was in fucked up deals. So for them to run a company, which is, that's Sheek Louch company. That's the crazy shit. D-Block is Sheek Louch. SP signed on it. Jadakiss co-signed. I don't think Jadakiss was around. One of them wasn't around. It was SP or Jada. One of them. I remember they had legal problems. But they did have a lot of them 354 boys, all that shit. A lot of people was upset at that shit. They're like, damn, bro, y'all boys, y'all had all these artists and not none of them came out. None of them. I ain't gonna lie, you still see Infrared around with D-Block, and you always see SP going to get Bucky. So that's a different type of story. So all that other shit, know what I mean, it's crazy. But a lot of people asking that shit. They like, yo, what the fuck happened to all those D-Block artists, man? Where are they? What happened? It's over. Either they hustling right now, or they got a job, or kissing them is feeding them. Cause I don't think it was that D-Block shit got railroad. J Hood and Bully, they fucked that whole D-Block shit up. I don't know what you talking about, but I'm gonna put this D in your mother's mouth. Don't be disrespectful, niggas. What's popping on? But yeah, man, that shit was bad. There's a lot of people disappointed with that whole shit, bro. They like, yo, fuck happened to this whole D-Block shit? I'm from the Bronx. So I'm the reason why J Hood never got kidnapped, stripped, and raped and robbed, bro. I stopped that shit. I was the main one, like I was the main one in the midst of all that shit. I was there from the beginning of the whole D-Block and J Hood beef when he said they stole all that money out his account. He said they busted down. Then you was hearing bad grimy shit about D-Block, but you didn't get the whole other side of the story. J Hood, I ain't gonna lie, he wasn't saying everything. No, J Hood he was ungrateful, bro. They could have found any little 15-year-old dude from the Bronx or Yonkers and gave him a name, gave him a style to run with, and then supported him. He would have been loopy. Like, anybody could have did that shit, Hood. Even if he wasn't writing his own shit, they could have wrote him something. He probably would have did way better than you. Nah, you already know I stay strong, bro. I'm good. I'm Gucci, bro. I'm just coming back from chasing the bag. I had this shit at 12, but I was like, you know what? Since I'm walking, let me talk my shit, bro, because a lot of people really don't understand this shit. People hitting me up, asking me about, yo, what's up with all these artists? Bro, first of all, I'm from the Bronx. Let's get that out the way. I'm from New York City, the Bronx. I'm not from YO. Know what I mean? Yonkers is Yonkers, but I'm going to tell you like this. They did have a couple artists over there. How many artists they had over there? They had the Team Harless nigga, the Straw nigga. Um, who else they had? Bucky, Bully. They had J Hood. And there was a couple other artists that never made it. Like they probably made it on the mixtapes, probably made it to one single on the album. Then that shit was over. Nah, Bucky was. J Hood said that he wrote for all of them. I'm like, get the fuck out of here, bro. We didn't write for all them niggas. he was trying to, that's what he was trying to say when we was all beefing. Cause he said, as far as you sending them, there's no hope for them niggas. I wrote for them niggas. So he tried to say like he was writing for all of them. Yo, Hood, write me a rhyme. Like they was on him like that. Nigga said he wrote some shit for Bully. Nigga, J Hood was kind. He said he wrote some shit for Louch. I'm like, all right. He said I was helping Sheek Louch with his rhymes. I'm like, yeah, all right, man. I don't know, bro. Fuck is you talking about? I ain't gonna lie. Every time he said something and I didn't agree with it, he got extra mad. Like that was gonna make me agree with him. I'm like, nah, I'm not jacking that. Even when he said he smoked Cassidy, I'm like, you smoke Cassidy mad times? He said, I smoke Cassidy mad. Wifey just called me, but I dubbed her shit. I hate when people be acting up, then they gotta call you for something. Nah, don't call me. I'm mad right now. Me calling me with all that bullshit you talking about. Know what I mean? I ain't with this shit right now, shorty. Wifey calling me, I'm dubbing her shit. But yeah, they did have a good amount of artists that they could have made something happen with, but I guess they didn't have the management skills. They knew the industry as artists, but as far as them like, hold on, hold up. Yeah. Nah, Bucky was a problem. But Bucky was a problem. But a lot of people was man, I'm gonna come back on, man. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get to the brib and we're gonna start this shit over with big blunts and all that. And we're gonna talk about this whole situation. We're gonna have part two. I'm gonna come back. Hold up. We're gonna have part two. I'm gonna come back. Hold up.